Prepare to be taken aback by this. It is impossible for the CEO of Ripple to take a day off. Every single day, he ignites excitement in people from all around the world. As of right now, he asserts that Ripple will prevail in court against the SEC by the end of the month. That is quite nice, isn't it? The concept that XRP Ripple could truly take off and hit $403 this summer is even more interesting than the last one. Do not pass up the opportunity to amass millions of dollars. I will take you through each step of the process step by step. Now, without further ado, let's get to the topic without any further bullshit. The XRP there has been a very public court case that Ripple has been involved in with the Securities and Exchange Commission over the course of the previous 4 years. There has been recent discussion on the possibility of a merger between Ripple Labs and XRP, which has caused members of the cryptocurrency community to be concerned about the future of both companies. The tweet that was put out by Trump Coin on August 1st created a lot of discussion concerning the fact that representatives from Ripple had been spotted visiting the offices of the SEC, discussing potential solutions and the final dollar numbers for a potential settlement. The tweet stated that the sentence would be relatively small, which might suggest that this lengthy court issue will be resolved and that Ripple will have their legal situation clarified. XRP News Today discussed how the Securities and Exchange Commission's SEC quiet during a private meeting had led to increased expectations for a resolution, but ultimately resulted in disappointment. Because there has been a dearth of communication between the SEC and Ripple, many people are questioning whether or not they have reached an agreement or whether they still need to discuss more. XRP reached a new all-time high of 63 cents as a direct result of this. The 17th of July, a number of hypotheses have been proposed in order to find an explanation for the SEC's lack of activity. There is a possibility that the conditions of the contract required additional discussion. There is a possibility that Ripple did not show up to the meeting at all, or that they did not agree to settle. The Securities and Exchange Commission would be unable to revisit any of the decisions that Judge Annalisa Torres has made, which have been favorable to Ripple up until this point if a settlement is reached. A plea made by the Securities and Exchange Commission CC to dispute the decision made by Judge Torres regarding programmatic sales of XRP in August 2023 was denied, compelling the Securities and Exchange Commission to refrain from filing an appeal until the case has been resolved. Ripple's actions since the complaint and its plans to grow in the United States, such as the construction of a Ripple stablecoin, are the primary focus of the Securities and Exchange Commission CC, which is now in the process of negotiating a settlement. In March of 2024, the Securities and Exchange Commission submitted its opening brief on remedies. The request was for a fine of $2 billion and a prohibition on the sale of XRP to institutional purchasers. In December of 2020, the Securities and Exchange Commission stated that Ripple continued to violate securities laws. Ripple provided a response in the form of an opposition brief concerning remedies in April of 2024. Following the filing of the complaint, it was stated that sales of XRP were allowed because they were offered to certified investors or through on-demand liquidity arrangements, both of which do not guarantee returns. Additionally, it requested a fine of $10 million. Ripple has made it quite apparent that the third component of the Howey test is not satisfied by ODL trades, as well as the expectation of generating income from the labor of other individuals. In its reply brief from April 2024, the Securities and Exchange Commission SE stated that Ripple's activities following the complaint were comparable to those that led to the court verdict in July 2023. In addition to this, they stated that Ripple stablecoin will be an unregistered security, which is against the law in the United States. Despite the fact that these reasons have been presented, it does not appear that there will be a settlement because the parties' perspectives are so dissimilar. On the matter, the opinions of attorneys have been offered. Bill Morgan, a lawyer who advocates for cryptocurrency, stated that even though a deal is doubtful, if that were to take place, neither side would be able to claim a decisive victory. At the same time, it would be a deal. There is a low probability that this will occur. Nevertheless, if it does, it will only be a minor victory. Morgan explained that it indicates that both parties should make a sacrifice. Additional information regarding the CC's closed meetings was provided by Mark Fogel, a former attorney for the SEC. He concluded by saying, as probably the only person here who used to attend them, I've tried to patiently explain to people what closed meetings are, how they work, and why a settlement likely wouldn't even be calendared at one. But what are the thoughts of those who study cryptography regarding this? From this point forward, where does XRP Ripple go? XRP Ripple might be purchased for what amount of money? The question that is the most intriguing is that one. There is no doubt in my mind that the responses to these questions will blow your mind. First things first, let's be honest and figure out what the actual prospect is for XRP Ripple. Stay where you are because you won't want to lose out on this opportunity. The tweet that Jack the Rippler sent out exudes self-assurance and states, XRP is ready to pump again. This is consistent with the opinions of a large number of XRP supporters who are of the opinion that the digital asset will have a prosperous future. There are a lot of individuals who are curious about the amount of XRP that they actually need to purchase right now in order to have the opportunity to become a billionaire in the event that the price of XRP goes up to $150, $258, $305, or $405 or $403 in the future. I am pleased with the numbers. Keep an eye out for the time being. In order for an investor to make $1 million, they would require approximately 6,000 XRP if the price of XRP reached $150. At the current point in time, this would cost approximately $4,000 in the event that XRP is successful in reaching this objective. There would be a growth of more than 253 times for the money. You just need roughly 4,000 XRP to make $1 million, given that each one costs $258. Currently, this would require an investment of approximately $2,000, but it would yield a significant return on investment of ours. For XRP to reach $305, an investor would need to purchase 3,000 XRP, which is equivalent to approximately $2,000 at the moment. This target indicates that there is a great deal of room for expansion. $403 was the most ambitious target. Would be required to possess 2,500 XRP, which may be worth approximately $1,500 at the moment. In the event that this price is met, it is outrageous to believe that the investment would increase by 68,000%. When you get a look at these forecasts, you can't help but question if XRP is capable of actually accomplishing such lofty objectives. Analyst Javan Marks is not pessimistic and believes that XRP has the potential to perform similarly to what it did in 2017 and reach $150 during this bull season. It is because of market cycles and tendencies from the past that he makes this statement. In his capacity as an analyst, Heiken Ashi has a more gradual perspective. He is of the opinion that the price of XRP will increase gradually, with the possibility of reaching a peak of $305 based on the patterns of monthly candles. On the basis of historical patterns, JD predicts that the price of XRP might hit a high point of $403, and it would be unreasonable to ignore the fact that XRP Ripple is quite beneficial. There is no better indication than this that Ripple will prevail in court and that the price will surely increase. You are going to be amazed and inspired by the incredible things that are happening place. Let's go into more detail about why the most interesting aspect of XRP is that it can be used in real life and how it has the potential to alter the way that money functions. Keep an eye out for what you are going to learn, since it will completely alter everything. Franklin Templeton, an asset manager based in the United States, and SBI Holdings, a Japanese company, have announced that they will collaborate on a new project. The purpose of this cooperation is to capitalize on the expanding market for digital goods in order to generate financial gain. Exchange-traded funds being the primary focus of attention. The new company will be owned by Franklin Templeton to the extent of 49%, while SBI Holdings will own 51% of the shares. Both of these businesses will be at the forefront of a sector that is anticipated to experience rapid expansion as a result of this relationship. This is especially true as Japan prepares for the potential launch of cryptocurrency exchange-traded funds ETFs. In addition to being a method for reducing expenses, this alliance is also a shrewd decision that makes use of the most advantageous aspects of both businesses. That man, John Franklin Templeton. The organization, which is in charge of assets worth $1.5 trillion, is well known in the area of digital assets since it has developed exchange-traded funds ETFs that are focused on Bitcoin and Ethereum. The company is now considering whether or not to provide a Solana exchange-traded fund ETF. SBI Holdings, on the other hand, has been a significant player in the Japanese financial industry and has a great deal of expertise with digital assets. This is mostly due to the fact that it has maintained a long-term connection with Ripple and has utilized XRP. During the year 2017, SBI Remit began utilizing Ripple's technology in order to send money to nations outside of India. This marked the beginning of SBI's initiatives using digital assets.